Guys, welcome back. It's episode 2 of our podcast, TMA podcast. We have exciting things to share. We had the big event this morning. It was great. It was amazing. Just an amazing show for us to see, for us all to see. And so we saw. So we've got a little bit about to say about it. So yeah, Ozzy, would you like to start off and make the remarks that you'd like to say?
Yeah, what a fantastic night. I hope you guys enjoyed the fights. We definitely did. What a fantastic performance by Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
What an amazing night for him. I mean, he came in, first round knockout, what a lot of people kind of predicted, you know. Conor always wins in the first round, always wins in the second round. He came in, won in 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
He kicked him in the head.
Mm-hmm.
He striked him with his shoulders like we've never seen before. We've seen John Jones use shoulder strikes before.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of started it. We've seen other people do it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But Conor, like he was in the clinch and he just bam, bam.
Yeah.
He was jumping. He was going down. He was literally going both feet off the air
Mm-hmm.
and then striking him with his shoulders. I mean, you could hear the sound of those shots, and then immediately as they separated, Donald's nose was just bleeding. I don't know if it was broken or not. Very well could be.
Yeah, it was great. The shoulder strikes were amazing. They were very effective. Something brand new, something no one expected. Donald Cerrone didn't expect them. I liked how concise Conor was about them, and you could tell there was something that he has trained. He said he had landed them countless times in the training room, and the way he defined exactly how he did it, how his whole level change to create that space and then to explode into it, to make it so effective. It was beautiful, a beautiful show for us.
He was definitely training
opening.
that. I mean, you're not going to go in the octagon and do a technique like that against Cowboy Cerrone without practicing that first. I mean, he did it flawlessly. It reminds me a little bit of when King Velasquez threw a spinning kick to the head of Travis Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he did that twice in that fight, and we've never seen King Velasquez do that. But when he pulled it out, he just pulled it off like he pulled it off 1,000 times before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably because he has pulled it off 1,000 times before in the gym until he got it ready, and then he reveals it.
Yeah.
And that's what a good magician does. That's what a good fighter does. That's what Conor McGregor did.
Mm-hmm.
And then what does he catch him with after that? He catches him with a kick. Head kick. He lands it. Conor's thrown kicks many times before.
Mm-hmm.
We were saying, we're predicting maybe he gets it by head kick, but probably left hand. It was a little bit of both. Actually, I think on the records it might go down as like knockout by head kick. I'm not sure. I saw some websites.
Oh yeah.
But I guess no, that's not really true because it's ground and pound. TKO by strikes on the ground. But what a wonderful job by Conor, and it was only a 40-second fight.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of things we saw there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things we saw there. I don't know what I could say about Cowboy, because he didn't. Even, I don't think he even attempted to throw a strike.
Yeah, Conor didn't get hit once. I don't think he attempted to throw a strike. That says something, definitely, for sure.
Not to throw shade at Donald Cerrone.
Mm-hmm.
Not to throw shade at him. It's just Conor didn't even get hit in that fight.
Yeah.
He didn't even get hit in that fight. And I counted the strikes. Conor threw about 30 strikes, and he landed approximately 26 or 27. It was a bit hard to tell from some of the camera angles.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ridiculous percentage of strikes landed.
Yeah.
And to finish a fight that fast, 40 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
Donald Cerrone, no strikes absorbed. I mean, just an absolute pass the test by Conor McGregor.
Yeah, his comeback. He made a statement. He made a statement that he's back. So we'll see what's next.
He's definitely back. He's definitely back.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a more focused Conor McGregor, or at least as focused of a Conor McGregor as we saw the Conor McGregor versus Aldo, the Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. Just the outstanding performances of his career. He's had really good fights. But these kind of fights where he comes in and knocks out Aldo in 13 seconds, where he goes in there against the lightweight champion and makes him look like he shouldn't even be in the same organization with him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what he did to Donald Cerrone. This is what he did to Donald Cerrone. And
So
again, it must sucks so much right now to be Donald Cerrone in his team, because you know that Donald could have done more than that. You know he could have put up more of a fight.
Yeah.
But when you do it so convincingly as Conor did, you have to think, how long could he have done it?
Yeah.
Was it just going to be formality? Was he going to do 1 round, 2 rounds, and then the same result was going to happen?
Yeah. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know. I mean, you know how it is with Cerrone since his Ally Quinta fight.
Yeah,
he said
he
that
looks really good at.
Yeah, he just looks better and better as the fight goes on.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So it would have been nice on the other hand to have seen the fight play out a couple of rounds.
Because the advantage would start to fall into Cowboys.
Yeah. So it would have been an interesting fight either way. But this was, like I said, Conor McGregor came out and made a statement. He wanted to show that the king is back, and he's got a great mindset. He was calling it a season from before. He's ready. He's ready to fight anyone. He's calling out everyone left, right, and center, and he's calling out all the top names. He's got, and his options are just amazing right now. I predict he's gonna fight Masvidal next, but it seems like everyone. Well, it seems like Dana and Conor both want the Khabib fight next. Khabib says he doesn't want it, so we'll see what happens there. But it's all very interesting. It's all very interesting. Anything right now for Conor, any of his options are great options. So
absolutely, that's the main thing I think with Conor's options and what's next for him. I mean, what's next for him? That's for sure. Is a money fight. It's going to be a big money fight. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be another fight of the year candidate, let's say, like, or event of the year, as far as magnitude and pay-per-view numbers and all that stuff. But you're right. I think you're right with Jorge Masvidal. Probably being the number 1 candidate.
Yeah.
BMF title. There's a little back and forth going on. I don't know how much Conor McGregor wants to fight Kamaru Usman. I think he wants that title, but I think he knows that he knows titles like welterweight title or the lightweight title are always there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if he doesn't fight for the welterweight title now and Kamaru Usman loses and someone else is the champion. That championship is still there. But what about the BMF title? What if that kind of disappears? It's freaking hot right now. And Jorge Masvidal is a big star. Arguably the second biggest star after Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor is the number 1 star. And then there's a title there. At 165 as well. A nice little weight. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not put this mega event, if you want to say, and just throw a bunch of other fighters on there as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe even a lightweight title on the same card or a welterweight title on the same card. You never know. What if they put Kamaru Usman in there with someone, and then you go Jorge Masvidal and Conor McGregor.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That is a good point actually, because if you have Kamaru Usman fighting, Jorge Masvidal won't have a problem with that because he's fighting Conor. Red panty night for him.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
No. So that actually sets up a lot because we actually have Leon Edwards, Tyron Woodley coming up.
Yeah.
So if the winner of that fights Kamaru Usman.
What do you guys think of that matchup? Tyron Woodley versus Leon Edwards. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of that.
Yeah, I want to hear that. And also, let us know about Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, because I think that's probably one of the most exciting fights we could see. We saw Masvidal's performance against Nate Diaz. His striking was just phenomenal. His counter striking was phenomenal. He looked like a character on PlayStation.
Somewhat the way to explain it.
Yeah.
He looked like someone who's going to be comfortable with whoever he's in there with. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what Conor has. He puts him there with the best. 10-year undefeated Jose Aldo, and he's like, oh yeah, check this out. Boom. You put him with all these tough guys. He doesn't care. And it's the same thing with Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
The pressure is on. He doesn't care. The BMF title is on. He beat Donald Cerrone That was a big fight for him. Everyone started, the mainstream people started going, oh, who's this Jorge Masvidal guy?
Yeah.
And then he beat Darren Till,
Mm-hmm.
and then he beat Ben Askren, and then he beat Nate Diaz, and every one of those fights, it was more pressure and more pressure,
Mm-hmm.
but he kept shining,
Yeah.
He kept looking more comfortable in there,
Mm-hmm.
which is, so it's a really interesting fight when you get two guys who are in their prime, who are just like down to fight anyone, and you get them to fight each other. That's a great thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially the fans.
Yeah, exactly. It puts on a show. It shows them their own skill set, lets them challenge themselves. So it's great. It's a great fight, I think. So yeah, tell us what you think if that fight is next. What you think is going to happen. I really would like to know everyone's opinion because it's something that I'm really thinking about because I think it's a really bloody good fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one I want to see. Conor McGregor versus Masvidal next at 170. As we've seen Conor showcase his 170 skill set now, somewhat. And we have Dana White as well also saying that he's not going to say anything else about Conor at 170 because he's proven himself. And I think so too. 40-second knockout on Donald Cerrone says a lot. Now, what you were telling me before about Conor controlling the space, and I found that really interesting. Would you like to?
Yeah, absolutely. I found this really interesting about Conor. When he walked into the octagon, he was moving around the octagon, doing the normal thing he does, which is dominating the space. Most some fighters will come into the ring or the octagon and make a circle, maybe two. But then they stop, they stay in their corner. Conor McGregor, he likes to be all around that ring. He's walking across in all directions. And that is something important to him. He's all about dominating the situation. He's all about dominating the position and the area that he's in. This is my battleground. This is my octagon.
Mm-hmm.
You're stepping in here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm about to destroy you. This is the kind of mentality he has.
Mm-hmm.
So usually he does that. But he's really aggressive to his opponents. He's really aggressive. He's shouting at them. He's almost brawling them, and this can be bad for him because then you do that with a guy like Khabib who doesn't want to step back, who's not scared of you at all, and you have to almost fight before the fight just to prove a point, just to prove that hey, no, I am the tougher man.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's not doing that. He's still dominating the space and going all around the octagon and everything, but he's being respectful.
Mm-hmm.
He walked in, when he passed Donald Cerrone, he put his fist up. Hey, let's go, let's have a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect. I respect you. This is your space too. But I'm still the one that's gonna do what needs to be done. And I like that because I think it clears his head. It takes a little bit of pressure off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows him that, hey, I don't have to be the crazy Conor McGregor to be a superstar, to be a dominant champion and all these things.
He doesn't have to prove something.
Yeah. I can, he can come in with a more calm demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
He can not more, calm. Just not.
Yeah.
Just don't start a fight before the fight, kind of.
Yeah.
Demeanor.
You don't have to be so aggressive in nature. Just leave it for the fight.
And it was. I liked it.
It's great, and it's really interesting that you mentioned that because I was thinking about something that Cerrone said in one of the promotional videos, how over the years, his own feeling of every time he walks into the octagon, it hasn't changed. He's always nervous. He pukes every time to this day through every fight.
How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, he thinks about when he's walking back from the ref, from the center of the cage. He thinks about not to go too fast to hit on the cage. And I understand that, man. It's nerve-wracking. You got eyes from not only a full stadium, from all around the world on you. It's
and
a lot of
pressure.
pressure.
And it will be replayed forever and ever on the internet.
Yeah.
You get knocked out and you become a highlight reel on Instagram. Everyone's watching you get knocked out.
Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure. So I can definitely understand when you're in that. If I try to put myself in that situation, then before the bell goes, I can definitely think of the being in that situation when you're thinking about everything else and all the eyes and do I look stupid? Maybe I shouldn't walk like this, maybe I should watch out how I'm stepping so I don't look stupid. Which obviously is, it's
You have to not think about that, obviously.
Yeah.
The game plan is not to get nervous. The
Yeah.
game plan is not to worry about that. But
exactly, but it goes to show the complete difference of Conor McGregor and Cowboy when it comes to the mindset outside, coming into the fight, outside the octagon, coming into the octagon. It's just a whole different character. Like everything, they're just very different, and so it was really interesting when you mentioned that to me, and it kind of made what happened less unreal and a bit more like a little bit more expected when you see the actual mindset behind the fighters. So
I mean, it's a really important quality to have these things leading up to the fight, and your demeanor and your energy and your mindset. Every single fighter, I mean, every competitor. I mean, try running a 100-meter sprint when you're just alone and no one's watching. You can probably run as fast as you can, but try running it when it's the Olympics and you probably trip up, and fall over just because you're nervous. Your legs might be shaking or something.
yeah,
What's the difference? You're still running a 100-meter race. But this is it. But this time it's the real race. This is when it's gonna matter. This is when someone is actually gonna time you, and you might win or you might lose. And this is fighting. So a win and a loss is a big difference. You win, you lose, you go to the hospital with a concussion.
Yeah.
And but it's a really important quality in champions to have, and it's something that Conor McGregor has. He can shine under the bright lights. It's something that Georges St. Pierre had.
Yeah.
Georges St. Pierre, he also had a lot of problems with his emotions and being scared and this and that. And he worked very hard for him to be able to be confident going into the fights. And he concentrated on, I cannot be the best fighter in the world. He will tell you that. He will tell you, I am not the best fighter in the world. The only thing I am is I was better than certain fighters at a certain time, at a certain place, meaning the actual fight. That 15 minutes or 25 minutes inside the octagon, I was better than the other person. And that's all that matters. I don't have to be champion all the time. That's too much pressure, and every guy has a different way of dealing with it. There's no set way to deal with it.
No,
but it's up to the fighters to find what works for them and make it work, And some guys can do it, and some guys struggle with it. Cowboy, unfortunately, struggles with it.
Yeah.
And he still did all these things in his career. He's still done. He's puking before fights and he's going out and knocking people out left and right.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you how good of a fighter Donald Cerrone really is.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, guys, there you have it. That's our breakdown of the fight, of the big event. We're both very happy that Conor's back and back into the fighting game. We're really excited to see what he's going to bring to the table, and we're really excited to see what else is going to be brought to the table in the UFC and in the MMA world. A lot is happening inside the UFC and outside the UFC. We're super excited. We've got a lot of big events coming our way. Next week we have Curtis Blaze, Junior Dos Santos, best
Good fight.
heavyweight wrestler versus the best heavyweight boxer. That's massive, guys. I'm really excited for that. Not long after, we've got so much ahead of us, so we've got a lot of material to work
Jones
with.
is
Which
coming
is
up
amazing.
kind of soon.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I don't want to go too far into the future because we're
We'll get
going
into
to
it
talk about it. Yeah, all in good time, guys. So yeah, thank you all for watching. We both really appreciate it. Every view that we get, it means so much to us. Thank you for putting the time in, and yeah, thank you all very much.
Guys, let us know what you thought of the event. Let us know what you thought of the fights. What you thought of Conor's performance. 40-second fight.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think should be next for both fighters. For Cowboy as well. What do you guys think of Cowboy?
Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. And see you next time.